Now it should be working. There we go. And share screen. There we go. All right. Do you hear me? Yeah, the song is actually just background noise. I can turn it off if it's annoying. I can lower it as well. So, yeah, so I'm not having the greatest day with my equipment. So I was away for a week. I had a bit of a last minute vacation, and I came back and basically my camera crapped out. Apparently my mic also did it. Also didn't work, but yeah, glad finally everything's working. I can tune it down a little. So there. Now we have a little bit of both, a little bit of background noise and a little bit of me basically talking random gibberish. Yeah. So as I said, I've been away for a week. Last stream, last Friday, we did a stream. I was talking about taking profits. Pretty much the market crapped out since then. So I'd say that was a good, basically it was a pretty good decision to do that, because we were right at this resistance level. And as you can see, the price has dropped considerably since then. So I put it in the title, like, is it a good time to dollar cost average right now? It could be, it can be, but I bought my last portion at right around this level. So I have a thing about buying at the exact same prices, so in such short sequences. So I've not bought more of my dollar cost averaging positions. So I'm kind of waiting it out, because when we look at the Fear and Greed Index last week, I think we were at extreme greed, or really at the edge of extreme greed, and it's dropped back down considerably. And I'm expecting it to go back either way into neutral or possibly into fearful. And I think that's the point where I'll be placing my next buys, my next dollar cost averaging moments. Market in general is not very good, which does present some nice opportunities for the altcoins, like maybe some AVAX, Solana. I like a bigger drop though, so I know it's right at the edge of where I would buy more. But I can grab the chart. Real quick, and let's see, how does Solana look right now? What is up with my... I think my computer is taking a holiday as well. It's so slow. I don't know. I think Solana might be a good buy. I think, yeah, I might actually place some limit orders right around the 150. I think this is the area, and I might actually use my Akura. They don't have it yet on Solana, but last week I talked in the stream about the buy low, sell high function BitUnix now has, basically options trading. And sadly, they don't have it on Solana yet, but I'll do it on Bitcoin, because like if it doesn't hit my target price, I still get the principal, the fee you get for posting your either your USDT or your BTC. So maybe go back to Bitcoin. Damn, it is so slow. Right, so here we have the buy low, sell high function I was talking about last week. So basically I just put a buy low order in for a few $100 and just put it on, I don't know, some on Bitcoin. I'd probably put it somewhere around this, like this last drop, 102 to apparently, but I put it somewhere around the bottom of this support area. Basically, I think that'd be a good time to DCA in a little bit more, maybe at this level, but I think right now it's a bit uncertain what the market's going to do. I think Trump being pulled back on the tariffs could go either way. I'm not 100% sure, but at the end of the day, like, you end up with more Bitcoin than you have currently, so I don't really mind, and it's minute differences. So I'll probably put a few limit orders on there. And sorry if you've noticed, like, my voice is a little hoarse, whatever it's called. But I lost my voice a little bit, so please bear with me on that. Hi, welcome, John Freemanson. I kind of lost my train of thought there, but as we can see, like, Bitcoin's falling back down. Like, I think this, like the 102, good buy area. Like, so basically around this support level. So 102 to 102,000 roughly. Maybe it'll dip further down and go back up. Maybe it'll go here. So I think this will be a good buying zone, especially since it's shown quite a bit of support here. So either that, or we do this. So either the here or here, maybe this area. I think all three are good places to add on to your position. Maybe if you hit this one, skip that one, or put it a little bit lower. It kind of depends. But I think these are all great buying opportunities for Bitcoin. And I was reading this article earlier. Traders de-risk and meme coin hype fades. I think meme coin hype fading is a good thing, because I mean, meme coins are crap. They're worth absolutely nothing, and yeah, you can get rich on them. Very few succeed in that, and even if you succeed, there's no guarantee you'll keep your funds in the next one. Like, it's gambling. It's heavy gambling. So I think a cool down on that and a movement to more solid altcoin projects, I think will be good for the market in general. And I think that could spark a bit more of an altcoin season as opposed to a hype coin season, meme coin season. Yeah, I think that'd be a good move in general. Like, it'll also give more validity to legitimate projects and more faith for long-term holders and investors, and possibly bigger players, like through the Solana ETFs and the Ethereum ETFs. Possibly an AVAX ETF. I think I'm pretty sure I read they're also working on an AVAX ETF. Plus, AVAX partnering with FIFA, I think, is very good for AVAX in general. I used that article in the last week's stream. I'm a long-term holder of AVAX. I hold quite a bit of it, and I intend to add on to that position as we go on. So I think, in general, in the next few years, we'll definitely see more and more movements like this. And yeah, will Solana drop in the meantime? I think it can. I'm not too worried about it. Like, if it does, it'd be a great price to buy more Solana, obviously. But in general, I think, like, this top 10, 11, I also like Sui. But I think in general, these coins that are in here will continue to exist in the next maybe 10 years or whatever. And they'll keep growing throughout the year. So holding all of these, I think, is a good idea. Solana, like, the market cap is already, it's quite high. So I don't think it'll do 10x or something crazy like that, at least not in the very near future. But I think holding it for the longer term future is a very good idea. It's also why I like Sui so much, and AVAX, because their market caps are relatively, let's call them, tiny compared to Solana and BNB and of course Ethereum, like the bigger market caps. I think there's a lot of growth potential in them, but they have solid bases. Like they have legitimate use cases, projects, products, and volume in the market cap. Like you need this volume in market cap to keep this project alive for longer. Once that initial hype wears off, you need to keep growing and building and having the funds to do that. So I think that's, at least that's my take on all these altcoin projects. But I think for the longer term holds, these are my safest bets for a pretty good return in the future. Like obviously I won't know the exact numbers, but we can see more and more institutions starting long-term Bitcoin plans. So I mean, it makes sense to hold them to me. If anyone has any questions, by the way, like if anyone wants to talk about a coin, a project, or a website, a news article, whatever, feel free to leave a comment. Like I'll get to it, and we can talk about it. Like this, this looks quite scary, but I'm just spotting buys. Like Kaspa, actually, 20% drop is like my golden rule. If I well, Renee, yesterday I think it's a global holiday, like Ascension, Day of the Ascension. So yesterday there was a big festival in my town. This is also why I lost my voice a little bit. So today I'm not really drinking. I'm more or less recovering from yesterday. But I also spent the last week in Germany, and I've been to Europa Park and a few German towns, and I've been drinking wines and beers for a week. So I'm a little bit in recovery mode, and that's why it is a German beer glass, but it is water, luckily. And I've ordered some takeout after this. So yes, today is a bit replenishing. Yeah. And maybe I'll have a drink tomorrow, but today is recovery, replenishing. And as I was saying, like Kaspa, a 20% drop on Kaspa, I think will be a very good buy. Like, what is the current market cap of Kaspa? 2.8 billion. So this is my golden zone basically for low cap altcoins. Sorry, lower cap altcoins. Like, I think 2 billion has staying power. It's crossed that threshold of the $1 billion market cap. It's maintained it even after the drop, because obviously it's down quite a bit. It's down in the year overall 34%. But I think it has staying power. Like it's bled. A lot of people that are still in it are in it for longer term. And yeah, it could drop down further, but even then it'll still have the juice to stay above at least $1 billion market cap. And I like the coin, I like the project, and like, yeah, it's dropped considerably. A good time to DCA into it, but it also has the potential. Like a similar project is Sui. Like if that two goes back to 10, it's immediately a 5x on your investment at the current price, of course, depending on where you bought it. But from the current price, it'll be a 5x if it goes back to the 10 or back if it goes up to a $10 billion market cap. So I think that is like my personal golden rule for projects I invest in or I add to my dollar cost averaging portfolio. Like, yeah, I'll take a gamble like on $100 million market cap every now and then, but the projects I buy regularly, monthly, the $2 billion market cap is something I like, and I think will start to grow throughout this list further up. And I still hold a bunch of PiCoin as well, so I hope that goes parabolic. I'm not 100% sure how they will do that, because basically I got all the tokens, all the coins for free over the years. A lot of them are locked, some of them are staked. But I think it's, I mean, if it does go, let's say that does go to that $10 billion market cap, I mean, that'd be a great profit of a few $1,000s. Considering I got them for free, like, yeah, I think Caspa is looking dangerous as well. Let's grab that real quick. Grab that real quick. I said quick. Hey, apparently they don't have it. Let's grab it here. There we go. I mean, yeah, it's dangerous. I mean, all altcoins were bleeding. Like all altcoins have been a bit on the downturn. I think it's because of let's call it altcoin season. I think there's just a general lack in altcoin volume at the moment because Bitcoin's stealing the thunder. Like Bitcoin has been crazy the last few weeks. Let's call it crazy with the new all-time highs and everything. So volume from all the altcoin projects basically is flowing to Bitcoin instead of into their market caps. Launchpads. I mean, I think initially the initial run of launchpads was good. I think now they're overplayed. They're just another new gimmick for new projects, and like the ones that require, some of them like require insane demands and able to be part of an initial plan. Like you need to be like $10,000 deep into a launchpad in order to be able to buy a few $100 of a certain project. I mean, honestly, I think they're good for the insiders, the people that know them, know the owners, or are being given like insider trading sort of wise. I think that's good. For the general buyers like you, me, every random person, I'd say just wait for the launch. Wait for a project to launch. Wait to see what it does, and don't buy on launch, because usually what these projects do is they tank right afterwards. After a few days, a week, they'll stabilize, and that's where I would be looking for an entry. I won't say, like, obviously you can make a lot of money by being the first in the gates, basically, but I think the requirements to get into some of them is insane. And if they're super cheap, usually the projects they launch are crap as well. So either way, you lose out. Yeah, exactly. So the cost to participate is just too big. Like they're trying to mooch as much money off of the regular investors as they possibly can. I think, well, if you've probably heard of it, like PancakeSwap. I actually really still like the platform. Like obviously the meme coin volume has moved to Solana, etc. But I think BNB and Solana, PancakeSwap in general, I think they have a pretty fair launchpad policy. Like, yeah, you need to own some cake and stake it, but the benefits they give to certain people, like you get it per ratio. So you, even with a few $100 worth of cake, you're able to participate in a launch of a project just at a smaller rate, but you're still able to participate, and your return on the cake is actually pretty fair as well. So I don't know. I think I've not used PancakeSwap a lot in the past few months, basically, but I have looked into I keep checking in to see what they're doing with their platform, because I've used it a lot in the past, and I think they're on a good path to keep putting out products to keep investors to keep a goal for investors to hold cake, and also add launchpads, for instance. So I think they have a pretty fair approach to the whole process, and I think they're like they don't get enough attention for doing it. That's what I think. I think it's a bit of an underlighted platform at the moment. But I think launchpads in general, I don't think are a good idea, for at least not for small time investors. Like I just steer clear of it. I think the best bet is, especially if you're a small investor, is to just start DCAing. Like every month you're able to put a little bit of money on the side, start growing that account, start growing your holdings, don't spread yourself too thin. Like, don't buy too many new projects. Don't buy hype coins, shit coins, etc. Just try to grow a decent bag and build on that. And then if you have some money left over, then maybe you can approach these more volatile projects. But like I said, you'll be able to make a little bit of profit in the short term, but long term you'll end up losing out a lot. That's what I think of Launchpads, really. Does anyone else have any questions? Something they want to know? Something they want to talk about? If not, I might be closing the stream in a few minutes. Yeah, I pretty much said what I wanted to say. Like, I think Bitcoin's we'll see either this or that happening. I think it'll be interesting to see what Trump does with the tariffs, because the judge overturned his tariff policy, which was basically his whole game plan for the last few months. Obviously, they appealed, so currently they're still able to enforce this. But I've made it no secret that I think it's a stupid plan. I think it'll do much more damage to the American economy, especially as time moves on, as the longer this term goes on. Thank you, Renee. I will rest well. I'll probably be because last Wednesday I did not stream in the Discord. I will probably be in the Discord stream tomorrow afternoon, a little earlier than this time, and maybe some more people will be able to attend because it's the weekend or not, whatever. Feel free to join in that as well, and we can always talk live. So I like interacting with everyone as well, so you'll be able to talk to me live in the Discord. Yeah, I'm pretty much concluded for the rest of my stream. And if you have a question, feel free to ask it now. If not, I'm just going to close it out and wish you all a good weekend. Summer's starting pretty much globally, I think. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, the only thing I'd say is don't stare blindly at charts, but go out, enjoy life a little bit as well. Thanks, David, and I hope you feel better as well. All right, guys, I'll see you either tomorrow or on the stream next week. Have a good one.